of Term 1 examination, which is coordinate geometry. And this initiative is brought to you by Delhi Public Girls School, Kotputli branch. And today we'll be dealing about only the single topic coordinate geometry and only about the basics of coordinate geometry which are required for your upcoming Term 1 examination, which includes 3 to 4 subparts and the important parts and the solutions of those parts. The first part which it includes is quadrant, the measurement of quadrant, or how do you see the quadrants. So first of all, we'll deal with axis. Like we know, there are generally two axes, x-axis and y-axis. This part is called as positive x-axis. This part is called as negative x-axis. The above part is called as positive y-axis, and here it is called as negative y-axis. Now when we are drawing the axis, you can find there is a subtitle area present over here. These areas which are covered between two axes is called as quadrants. Now as per the placing, we'll name them to be into quadrants. Like this is called to be the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. And the central point over here is called as to be the origin. Origin is the only one point where both the axes intersect. I'll repeat again, origin is the only one point where both the axes intersect. So that is the reason the origin's value is fixed to 0, 0. This is the only one value which is fixed for the origin. Now coming to the quadrant solving, how can we understand which point is lying in which quadrant? Like for example, we see this is a positive x-axis. So whenever we write the name of the coordinates, what happens? First we write the x-axis coordinate, then we write down the y-axis coordinate. So first what we'll do is, we'll be writing down the x-axis coordinate. Like if we see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. And here also these are positive y-axis coordinates. Now if I suppose any point whichever is present in this first quadrant, we'll take a point, say here, let's name it as to be P. And another point we'll take it as here, let's name it as Q. So while naming the coordinates for this, what is the first thing what we need to do is the P coordinate is, we will be writing it in the form x, y. So what do we mean by x, y? First we'll write down the x coordinate value, then we'll write down the y coordinate value. So for the P, what is the x coordinate value? How will we see? From the x-axis, which is the most nearest point or the parallel point present there. It is coming down to be 4. So we'll write 4, same way we'll just draw a dotted line towards the y-axis also. We find it is intersecting at a point 2. So here the value is 4, 2. In the same manner, we'll be seeing for Q also. For Q, first we'll see for the x-axis component. So it is coming down to be 2, now we'll again move towards the y-axis. It is coming to be 5. So the value for Q is 2, 5. Now we see in the first quadrant, both the values are coming down to be positive. So in this case, we can say that the first quadrant will always have the values in the form plus, plus. That means both the values has to be positive. Now coming down to the second quadrant. When you come down to the second quadrant, what will happen? This is a positive y-axis component, but here the x-axis component is negative. So when the x-axis component is negative, while naming a point, first we write down the x-axis component and then we write down the y-axis component. So in that case, in the second quadrant, it will be minus, plus. This is the form of second quadrant because the x-axis component is negative, y-axis is positive. Now same way if you see for third quadrant. Third quadrant, both x-axis and y-axis are negative. So the value for here will come negative, negative, minus, minus. In the same way when you see for fourth quadrant, you will find it to be plus, minus because the x-axis coordinate is positive whereas y-axis is negative. The other thing which is important over here is what are axis coordinates. The x-axis coordinate is called as abscissa and the y-axis coordinate is called as ordinate. X-axis is called as abscissa and y-axis is called as ordinate. So these are the two components which are there for the complete coordinate geometry. Only depending upon these things, the complete chapter would be resolved. Now coming after that, we will be in our next video, we will be seeing about parallel lines and when does a point lie on any of the axis and various other details. Thank you for watching the video. Have a very good day. Thank you.